And that was There's Nothing Holding Me Back by Shawn Mendes. So, for this first segment, I wanted to talk about my recap of last week. But honestly, I don't know about y'all. Last week was kind of like boring. Not to be honest. Like all I did was come to school, go to work, and sleep. There was nothing that much exciting, but I had an awesome day yesterday. For example, my friends and we went out to dinner, and for some reason, we decided to play like a little prank on one of our friends. And since he was late, so we had to do that. So we told him that one of our other friends was having a baby. And he believed us for like the longest time, but once the waiter came with like a spiked strawberry lemonade drink right in front of our friend, he had to like take the drink away cuz he's caring for us, whatever. But yeah, he believed us for like a long time, but we eventually did not want to lie to him anymore, so we just said, "Just kidding." Ha. But like speaking of my friends, we had this conversation like a couple weeks ago. We're asking each other, so what are y'all's love languages? And I know for me personally, my love language is like probably like maybe like quality time, sometimes gift giving if I'm like, I don't know, and like in a certain mood, I guess. Cause like once I have like a crush on the person, like I just want to give them presents, like nothing but gifts and whatnot. But with the quality time thing, like I don't care, like if we have to do stuff, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, like um like we could just be sitting around. Like he can be in the one room, I'll be in another room. Like for the kitchen, for example, I'll be like reading a book or something. He can be like playing a game. As long as I know that we're in the same building or same house, whatever, I'm like chilling. Like I'm chilling for the rest of the day. Like I'd just be more comfortable like that, I guess. And then another question that we were asked was, what's what is the most attractive quality a person can have? And to me, I think it's their confidence. I really like a person who shows confidence and like knows what they want and what they want to do in life. And then another thing for me at least is having independence. I guess that's just kind of the same way as having confidence. But for me, I'm a very independent person. I need to have someone who understands that and like gets what I want to do in life. I want to be able to focus on my goals and stuff. Another thing is like having a sense of humor. I cannot be with a person that does not knows how to take my jokes or who takes it my jokes seriously, if that makes sense. Like for me, I can take a joke seriously sometimes. I can get a little butthurt. I don't know about everyone else, but I can get real butthurt after a certain joke. But other than that, I love making funny like making jokes. Dark humor, love dark humor. But there's sometimes it's a certain limit with that. You know what I mean? And what there was like one more other thing I forgot. What was it? I think it was I said confidence already, duh, right? And independence. I think that's about it for that. Like, oh, another thing, they have to have like good hygiene. That's a important quality because there's so many like people that don't know how to take care of the hygiene kind of well. I mean, respect, you know what I mean? But you do what you want to do. If you want to do that, you know. But I like to smell good. I got some Dove deodorant I just bought the other day. Delicious. I love it so much. But I want to play a song for y'all by SZA. We love SZA, right? Everyone, who doesn't love SZA? It's called Good Days. Take a listen. And that was Miss Doja Cat. We love Doja Cat. But I don't understand why she's getting all this hate lately. Like, Homegirl's just trying to, like, live her life, you know? Trying to make a different brand of herself. You know, you gotta grow sometimes. So, since we're talking about, like, people hating on things, I have like some like pet peeves or some cringy stuff I hate. Like for example, like do you have any specific sounds that make you cringe? For me, it's like scraping of ice. Like you know how people like or eat their ice or eating cold stuff in general. Like my every time I see that, my teeth just like cringe or like it just hardens. Like my friend, my best friend, I saw her eating a popsicle the other day, but homegirl was just like taking a bite out of it, and I'm like, how can you do that? Like it's like making me so cringe and like my teeth just hurt just watching her do that. But she's like, it's normal. Like she's chilling. Like she lives her best life. Honestly, I love her. She's such a good friend. And another like pet peeve I have is people who show up constantly late. Like if I was told to show up at a certain time, I'm gonna be there at that certain time. Because if you don't, like honestly, it makes me feel like I'm not like priority for you, or like you can care less of showing up on time, if that makes sense. Um, Another thing, like another pet peeve I have actually, is what is it? Oh, someone told me like their pet peeve is people taking too long in the drive-through. I don't understand that honestly. Like, honestly, take your time, but like, I guess I get they're hungry. You know, they gotta eat sometimes. You know, but other than that, I don't think I have any other pet peeves. I can't even think of the top of my head actually. But oh, actually no, my sister has one, and it's actually so funny because me and my stepdad used to make fun of her all the time when we were young, when I was younger at least. So her pet peeve was like an empty bowl, or like when you're eating soup or cereal or something and the spoon just scrapes the bottom of the bowl. She hates that. She hates that with all her heart. But like whenever me and my stepdad would eat cereal with her, like in the morning, whatever, we'll intentionally do that noise, and then she'll just cover her ears and like just like like you can't even see me, but like I'm like squinting my face. I'm acting like y'all can see me, but y'all can't even see me. But yeah, we love doing that to her. It's actually so funny. And then yeah, but this next song I wanted to show you guys, or mm, it's okay song. Like I don't like I personally I don't know. It's okay song honestly. It's by The Weeknd. I'm not really a big fan of The Weeknd, but like this song I actually like a lot. It's called The Hills. So take a listen, guys. That was Bad Bunny and Becky G. I used to listen to Becky G, like only her when I was younger. Like Beggar from the Block. Have y'all heard that song before? That song is actually really good. Like I was obsessed with it. I would sing it in the shower like all the time when I was younger. Anyways, so I wanted to talk about like campus life. Like, do y'all live on campus, like on the dorms and stuff, or do y'all live like nearby? Because in one of my classes, like legit on Monday, my professor was telling me that most students don't live on in the dorms because like why would they, because all of their family lives here in the valley. Like my family, they live in Harlingen, but I don't want to drive 40 minutes, you know what I mean? So I moved to like a little apartments nearby, which is fun. Like I didn't want to live in the dorms cuz no thanks. I heard there's like rules and stuff, you know. But if you live in the dorms, all respect to you. Like it's easy for you to get to classes at least. At least you don't have to drive, you know. But I've only been here for like 2 years, and like this is my second year actually being here at UTRGV, and I have not gone to any of the events, and I'm so mad at myself for not going because I heard they're actually really fun, and like I don't know, I haven't like connected, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I want to join more clubs. I just need to get myself out there more, you know. And like I've only eaten at like the Chick-fil-A obviously, and then that sandwich place. I forgot the new name. They changed it this year, didn't they? But yeah, a good sandwich doesn't do you no wrong. Like you, a sandwich hits sometimes. Like all you crave is a sandwich. But I've been wanting to try that place that sells boba. I've never had actual boba before. The only boba I had is like this not strawberry, but this pineapple smoothie with those strawberry jelly thingies. I don't know what they're called. The balls like called boba? Or is that the drink? I don't know, but I'll figure it out and I'll let you guys know. But I've been wanting to try that place because I heard it's really good. I've been seeing it like all over like the UTRGV accounts, if that makes sense, like the people advertising for us and stuff. But yeah, I want to give it a try. Maybe next week I'll give it a try and I'll let you guys know what I got and what tastes good to me at least. And one thing about this campus I find so interesting is that it has a big community, like a community of like Hispanic students. I did not grow up around Hispanics. I mean, obviously I did, like family and stuff, but like I was never taught like the history with Hispanics and stuff, and I'm learning little by little this year actually. Like I totally forgot it's Heritage Month, and I feel so bad for not knowing and like forgetting. But I'm trying to do things differently this year. I want to do I want to do Day of the Dead. I want to try to do that with my roommate. Hopefully she'll do it with me. But I'm pretty sure she'll do it with me because she loves me. But I want to try to doing that like little things. Like I'm barely learning Spanish, guys. I am 22 and I don't know anything in Spanish. I know. Don't hate me, but I'm learning. I'm really learning because every time I work, I work at a grocery store. So every time I'm at work, I'm like checking out people, like cash, not checking out, but like y'all know what I mean, like scanning their items, and they're like speaking to me in Spanish. I always telling them, I'm so sorry guys, but I do not know Spanish, and they get mad at me. Like I'm trying my best. Like I'm just trying to make a living, not a living, but like trying to make money, you know. But I'm trying, guys. Another thing I don't know how to do, I don't know how to write cursive. I don't know if that's like a thing people do nowadays. But my mom, she bought me this cursive book. Like I forgot, I think a couple years ago. She got me this cursive book, and I still have it, and I have not written anything in it. I don't think I should tell her, but mom, if you're listening, I'm trying to learn cursive just for you because I love you so much. And yeah, I've been trying to learn new things little by little. She bought me a sewing machine actually. My mom, she bought me a sewing machine on my birthday, which is a couple weeks ago. And I'm looking up like TikTok videos and how to sew. And I did like my first project, I guess you can call a project, because one of my stuffed animals had a big rip. Let me just say the had, right? It took me like 2 days just to figure it out how to like angle it on my little. It's like a little sewing machine. It's like a little portable one. It's so cute. I love it. It's purple. Purple's my favorite color, guys. I'm like going off topic, but just want to say purple's my favorite color. And I'm like angling the bear on the sewing machine, right? I'm trying to like sew it. I did not plug it in. I'm like doing it hand manually, like manually by hand. Obviously, that's what the same thing means. But I fixed it, and I'm like so proud of myself because it's like, dang, that's my first time ever sewing. It's so fun. But I wanted to play another song for you guys by Britney Spears. Give Me More. I don't know if y'all love her, but I do. So please enjoy. Welcome back, guys. So I want to tell you guys some stories, or I'm gonna say some questions and tell a story at the same time. So this first question I have is, what's the worst date you've been on? Me personally, I don't know about y'all, but I've been stood up before on a date, and this happened like back in high school, so I don't even think it counts. But of course, I did not want to tell my parents who I was going on a date with because, kids lie. I'm sorry, mom, if you're listening to me. I did lie to you in high school. But I went on this date in high school. I told her, I told my parents, I'm going to the movies with my friends, like all my friends. So don't worry, no boys are showing up. Don't worry about it. There was no friends. There was only one boy that was supposed to show up with me, and we were gonna watch. Dang, I forgot the movie. Anyways, well, whatever. We're gonna watch some movie that came out recently, and he never showed up, guys. Like I bought my ticket. That was my first red flag. I bought my own ticket on a date. I believe like the guy should buy the ticket first. Or honestly, I think it just depends on who asks the date. like who initiated going on a date first. So, for example, if I would have asked a guy to go on a date with me, honestly, I would pay. Like, I was raised like be an independent girl. You do what you want to do. If you want to pay for a guy, pay for a guy. If he lets you. Honestly, some guys will not let you, and it's kind of sad that they don't want to be spoiled. I want to spoil someone. You know what I mean? But that's just me. But yeah, that guy, he never showed up. And you know what I did? I got my own popcorn, I got my own drink, and I watched that movie by myself. That's when I first realized, wow, I actually like doing this. So sometimes, like at least like once a month, once every 2 months, I go to the movies by myself. Like that new Spider-Man movie. I don't think it's new anymore, but the one with all the three Spider-Man showed up. I went to see that movie by myself because at the time I was living in Corpus Christi. So yeah, when that movie came out, I watched it, and it was actually so fun because all these people that was sitting around me, they're like including me. I don't know. I think this whole Marvel fan base is so fun. I love it. Another question I have is, do you believe in ghosts? Honestly, I don't know what to believe because like sometimes your minds just be messing with you sometimes, and you don't even know what's real and what's not. That makes me sound crazy. I know how that makes me sound, but honestly, come on, guys, really. Like I'm half awake sometimes, and I'm like, did that really happen, or I just dream that? But I remember this one time. Every like when I was younger, my mom would drop me and my sister off at my tia's house, and we'll just have like a sleepover, like with all my cousins, and it was fun. But I remember this one time, me and my cousin, we were building our iconic fort. Every time I come over, me and him would build a fort every single time. So we did that, and it was like really dark for some reason. Like I guess it was already bedtime. I don't know, but we weren't. We never sleep. We never sleep whenever we spend the night at my tia's house. We were just having a fun old time. But we hear something, and like by the restroom, like it was the living room, right? And there was a door to a long hallway, a long dark hallway, and then to the left side was the restroom. It was scary. It was terrifying as a kid, but she changed it up when we got older. But anyways, yeah, we heard like a noise, and I'm like, okay, don't worry, guys. I will check this out. I will be the hero in our little story, and I'm gonna save you guys. But when I was walking, I opened the door like very very slow. I'm like, the door was like, you know what I mean, like slow. And I see this girl with like long hair and a long white dress, and I just like started walking away slowly. And I don't know, I ran. I got scared. I was terrified. So I ran back to my cousins. I'm like, guys, like, I saw something. Something's not right, and I saw something. And they're like, no, 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 you're lying. Like you're lying. You're just trying to scare us. You're just lying. I'm like, no, come look. Like I'm not lying. But when we all went back, it was not there. But like looking back now, like now that I'm 22 and like not in elementary, I feel like that was my sister. Like I honestly feel like it was my sister just walking to the restroom and just leaving, because she did not hang out with us because we were cooler. I'm just kidding, but yeah, I really feel like that was my sister. I guess that's my ghost, whatever. But I guess I guess my answer is no. I don't believe. That was like a long answer, but I guess I don't believe in ghosts. That's just a thing. Whatever, right? This last question I have. What is the most embarrassing situation you experienced? Guys, for me, I have so many, and I'll probably tell you guys all of them, but like in later episodes or shows, whatever. But this one is my not my all time embarrassing, but it's like kind of embarrassing because we're in public, whatever. So whenever I was in middle school, I believe I had braces. My teeth were so like awful. Like they're like I had like the little vampire teeth, like the one that sticked up at the very top. But it was gross. I looked like a vampire, right? So when I got them, my dentist was like, "Oh, her mouth is like actually a V. It needs to be a U, you know." So they put this metal bar across my roof of the mouth, and like I would have to put like a little key and like crank it every night just so my mouth can be shaped as a U. That was a little backstory. And so one day, my mom took me and my sister to HEB. We love HEB. It's our favorite store ever. And we went on a day that gave free samples, right? And so one of the samples was chicken, like the rotisserie chicken. And me back then, all I loved about chicken was the skin. Like that's all I ate. I did not want to eat like the actual chicken, just the skin, the one with all the flavor on it. That was weird, but like yeah, that is what I'd love to eat. So when I ate that, the the skin of the chicken wrapped around the metal bar across my mouth, and when I was like finished like swallowing it, it would not go down. I was like choking on it, right? So my mom's walking like by the bread aisle, and I'm like choking. I did not want to tell her because I didn't. I was like so afraid. So you know what I did? I just ran to the restroom. I just ran, and I did not tell anyone where I was going. I just ran because I wanted to get this dumb chicken out of my mouth. And so I'm like trying to grab it, but I couldn't because like I'm like obviously choking, right? So my sister walks in. She's like checking on me, and she sees me like turning red, and I was actually freaking choking. And she grabs my stomach. She starts squeezing it. Like what is that called? Uh, Heimlich move? No, I'm probably wrong. I don't want to sound dumb, but she was doing the CPR thing, and then she finally gets it, and it falls on the floor. But as it was falling on the floor, some lady walks in to obviously to use the restroom. She just opens the door and then close it when she saw me and my sister because she just sees a piece of chicken on the floor, my sister hugging me, and I'm like red. I'm like my face is so red. I'm like crazy. I'm like a tomato. And after that, my sister and I just started laughing. So I just picked it up and I threw it in the toilet and just flushed it. I don't know why I didn't throw it in the trash can, but the toilet first thing on my mind. But yeah, that was like one of the most embarrassing stories. And me and my sister, we just walked out like nothing happened. Like we didn't even tell my mom until like later on, like years later probably. But yeah, I love telling that story because it's just so funny to me at least. Or at least to me, it's so funny. But I wanted to play one more song for you guys before we go. Let's do Money Makes Her Smile by Bruno Mars. We love him. So enjoy, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into Spicy Talk today, guys. We had some hiccups here and there, but I feel like today was actually a good show. My first show ever. I'm so happy. I'm really looking forward for the rest of the semester talking to you guys. But I'm your host, DJ Lynn. Have a beautiful day. I love you guys.